What's up, everyone? Welcome to Aftershock. Today, we're going to be doing the full results and my review of WWE SummerSlam 2017. Without further ado, let's dive right on into it with the kickoff show. Baron Corbin was interviewed backstage. Shane McMahon was interviewed backstage. Then we had our first kickoff match. The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. The Miz Taraj versus Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys. Jordan gets the hot tag. Jeff hit the twist of fate stunner. Jordan stacked two in the corner and hit the spear. Jordan went for his finisher, but Miz caught him off guard, and he blind tagged in and hit the skull crushing finale. And Miz's team wins. It's what you would expect from a kickoff match. 5 of 10, nothing special. They just went out there and done their job. Next, we had Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in the Social Media Lounge. And then we had Neville versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship. Tozawa suicide dove out early. He hit two Shining Wizards. Neville got the knees up for the big back senton off the top. And then he hits the Red Arrow to win his Cruiserweight Championship back. Again, nothing special. They just went out there and done what they were supposed to do. They done it quite well. Next, Roman Reigns was interviewed backstage. Carmella and Ellsworth joined the panel. Jinder Mahal cut a really good promo backstage. And then we had our third and final kickoff match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos versus the New Day. I think the New Day's members was Big E and Xavier Woods. Xavier hit the wheelbarrow facebuster. Xavier picked Big E up on his shoulders, and Big E hit the splash off of Xavier's shoulders. That was pretty cool. Big E got pulled off the apron for the tag. New Day hit the cool corner Uranagi backstabber combo. Xavier kicked out of the splash and hit a Shining Wizard for a near fall. Xavier used the Kofi clutch, or the Koji clutch. I guess Kofi uses it now and calls it the Kofi clutch. Haven't seen that yet, but I like that submission. Xavier hit a slingshot tornado DDT to the outside instead of the inside like he usually does. The Usos broke up the pin after the midnight hour. They done the alley-oos, or the alley-oop Samoan drop, again to the outside instead of inside the ring, over the ropes. The other Uso caught him on the outside and done the Samoan drop. That was cool. Big E hit the apron spear. The Usos reversed the big inning with the super kick combo. And then the Usos win via the double splash, and we have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. This was probably one of the better matches out of the whole card, in my opinion, main show and kickoff. I gave it a 7.5 of 10, and these guys have put on 3 or 4 really good matches just this last little bit. To close out the kickoff, Braun Strowman interrupted Paul Heyman in a promo backstage, or an interview, or whatever you want to call it. On the main show, the first match on the main show was John Cena versus Baron Corbin. I'm not going to lie, I'm a big fan of Baron Corbin, but I hate his new theme. Absolutely hate it. I think it's stupid. Same with Jason Jordan, his theme's stupid. Cena ran around and done some dumb shit at first. He put JBL's hat on in the beginning of the match, done some stupid shit. Didn't make any sense whatsoever. The crowd chanted about the briefcase as Cena gained momentum. It was a stop by Corbin's chokeslam backbreaker. Corbin reversed the attitude adjustment with a deep six for a near fall. Then Cena ended up winning, like we all knew, via an AA after reversing the second ring post slide lariat move that Baron Corbin does. He reversed the second attempt and hit the AA and won. 5.5 of 10, nothing special. Just a match, plain old match. Next, we had Natalya versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's title. Naomi hit the blockbuster off the steps. Natalya catapulted Naomi into the LED post from the outside on the apron. Naomi hit the head scissors DDT. Natalya reversed the Slayo mission into the sharpshooter. Naomi sent her into the bottom turnbuckle to reverse it. Natalya got the knees up for the split-legged moonsault, and then Natalya wins via the sharpshooter, and we have a new SmackDown Women's champion. The match wasn't all that bad, actually. From these two, I expected a decent match, and that's exactly what we got. Gave it a 6.5, 6 of 10, somewhere around there. Next, we have Big Cass versus Big Show with Enzo Amore in a shark cage. They played up on Big Show's injured hand. Show done a good job selling it as well, a very good job. Enzo slipped through the bars. He put oil all over his body, slipped through the bars and escapes the cage, only to drop down and eat a big boot by Cass. Big Cass ends up winning via 2 big boots and an Empire elbow. Again, the match was what we could expect. It wasn't a bad match per se, but it wasn't a great one either, you know. Next we had Randy Orton versus Rusev. Rusev attacked Randy during his entrance, then automatically out of nowhere Randy Orton hits the RKO. The match might have lasted 15 seconds total, if that. Orton wins. There's nothing to grade. Literally no match happened. Next we have Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw women's title. Bliss hit the double knees from the second rope into the moonsault knees, which was pretty cool. Banks hit an Alabama slam out of a sunset bomb to reverse it and put Bliss in the corner, which looked all wild. Banks kicked out a twisted Bliss. Bliss reversed the Banks statement into a roll-up, and then Banks reversed it back, and Sasha Banks ends up winning, and we have a new Raw Women's Champion as well. The match was, like the other women's match, wasn't half bad. It was decent. Next, we have Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. Finn as the Demon, of course. Finn dove out early, and they fought outside for a little bit. Bray hit a rope drape chin buster. I love that move. Finn reversed Sister Abigail twice. Balor ends up winning via the coup de grace, double stomp. Next, we have Sheamus and Cesaro versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose for the Raw Tag Team titles. Sheamus hit a bro kick to the illegal Ambrose on the outside almost immediately. Rollins dives out but gets caught. Rollins hit the blockbuster. Cesaro got the beach ball from the crowd and popped it just to get some heat. And it's funny because he done that exact same thing at a live event that I went to in Pikeville, Kentucky about a month ago. He done the exact same thing. It was to a big balloon though. So that was cool for me. Ambrose dove from the top to the floor. Rollins and Ambrose hit the double suicide dive and a spinebuster sling blade combo for a near fall. That was something really cool that I haven't seen before. They hit the superplex frog splash combo. Cesaro hit the swing and the sharpshooter. Sheamus hit the rolling fireman's carry on the outside, teasing a retention by Sheamus and Cesaro. I guess that's what they were going for here. But no. Cesaro hit the powerbomb clothesline combo and then the double razor's edge, but Rollins broke it up. Seth caught Cesaro with the Hurricane Rana to the corner, or to counter an aided air raid siren combo. Try to say that 10 times fast. It was cool. Cesaro was up on the turnbuckle waiting for it. Sheamus comes over. Seth comes from the outside. Hurricane runs him over into Sheamus. Rollins hit the Rainmaker knee. Dean hit the Dirty Deeds. And we have new Raw Tag Team Champions in the Shield. I don't know if we could even call them that without Roman. I don't know. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Cool. I'm down with it. Match was very entertaining. A very good match. A 7 of 10 in my opinion. Next, we have the U.S. Championship match with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. Owens hit the cannonball pretty early. Styles hit the wheelbarrow facebuster. They reversed each other's finisher until Styles finally hit the Ushigoroshi. Styles hit the springboard 450 and actually landed on Owens and Shane, who was over Kevin Owens' body checking on him because he's the ref. Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb for a near fall, then he got in Shane's face. Shane spilled to the floor, and Owens tapped to the calf crusher, but there was no ref to make the call. Owens reversed the Frankensteiner and hit a Fisherman's Buster from the top. AJ rolled him up into the Styles Clash for a near fall. Styles got the foot on the rope for the second pop-up powerbomb. He survives. Owens and Shane get into it again. Then Styles retains via a Pele kick, the phenomenal forearm, and a Styles Clash. One of the better matches again on this card. I gave it a 7 of 10. It was a really good match, actually. Next, we had our semi-main or our double main, first of two, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it. for the WWE Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura against the champion Jinder Mahal. They played a new version of Nakamura's theme on a violin, and the Singh brothers announced Mahal and for their entrances. Mahal hit the big knee for a near fall. Nakamura took out the Singh brothers with the standing versions of the Kinshasa. Then Mahal ends up taking advantage of it, hitting the Colossus and retaining. The match wasn't a bad match, but they could have done better, you know. But then again, could they? Seeing that this next main event is crazy. Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns versus champion Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Lesnar suplexed everyone pretty early, and they teased Strowman versus Lesnar, but the other two competitors broke it up. Joe had Lesnar in the coquina clutch, and Roman speared him through the barricade. Joe dove out on Reigns. Strowman power slammed Lesnar through both announce tables with separate power slams. He flipped the third one over on top of him, and Brock was stretchered out. The steel steps came into play as Strowman used them, and then a little bit later, Reigns used them. Strowman double choke slam Reigns and Joe. Then, what do you know, Brock Lesnar comes storming back out to the ring to face Strowman. Lesnar had the Kimura lock on Big Braun Strowman in the corner. Then Reigns Superman punched Braun. Brock fell off, and then he Superman punched Brock 2 times. Lesnar kicked out of the first spear. Strowman drop kicked Reigns and Joe while they were in the coquina clutch into the corner. Strowman got a near falls on Reigns and Joe both with separate power slams. Reigns speared Strowman while he had Brock in the power slam. Brock reversed the coquina clutch into the F5. And then Brock hits out of nowhere, hits an F5 on Roman Reigns after he gets Superman punched 3 times to retain the title. Brock retains in an awesome main event. I loved this match. I gave it a 7.5. Match of the night, in my opinion, was either this match, the AJ Owens match, or the tag team title, the SmackDown Tag Team Titles match was up there as well. This was an all-around good show. It's one of the best SummerSlams that I can say I've watched in a little while. Solid show. Very good show. If you enjoyed the results and my review, super kick that like button, super kick that subscribe button, share it to Facebook, Twitter, maybe another social media site so another wrestling fan can catch wind of this. And all of my wrestling news, reviews, results, and everything that I try to bring to you guys just because I enjoy doing so. Have an awesome day, stay positive, and keep a smile on your face. Peace out, guys.